pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Go to 54, go to 54, wide. Check, here we go, wide.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here we go, 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long for Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. First down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On second down, Elliott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
46.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Here we go. 4-8. Let's get that ball. Good. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Second down, Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 4-8. 26.
Now Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Swing on the field, right. To the right. Here we go. 4-8.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here we go. 46. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Here we go. 4-8. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Focus, focus.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Good job.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Good job, guys. AB. Gotta go. Jack 16.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rogers, 27 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of... He's got him in. complete. They give him a gain of 37. First down now, but that clock rolling.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Show that bench release and go. Good job, guys. Gotta go. Check. Double bump.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
He had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
Like 20. Snickers, you got to spin.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Forced out to his left. Oh, what a move. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Broken tackle, flush to his right, and that is incomplete here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the night, and the Cowboys have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he connects for Vance McDonald. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First carry for James Conner. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey!
Here's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. First down, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Prescott now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Black 80.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Connor. Gets around him. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there in the final minute. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daniel McCullers breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Prescott. And he's going to go down again. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards.
46.
A first down carry by Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.